Donald Trump threatens to execute his opponents in Congress. Stick around for that. We'll be right back. Come back in 3, 2, 1. I'm telling you, it's to me, I would have rather spent this week with Hunter Thompson on 6 Mile Island in the Ohio River in Louisville, Kentucky, dropping acid and snorting coke than what we've gone through today, this week in the White House. It would have been a lot more fun. So as we come up, here is Donald Trump proposing executions for his opponents in Congress. He posted on social media after a group of Democratic congressmen signed on to a PSA that said if you're in the military, you do not have to follow through. You do not have to obey any illegal orders. Then Donald Trump said it was seditious, traitorous, and that anybody who does this should be hanged, executed. Well, first of all, if you refuse to follow an order and it's a legal order, that's not traitorous and it's not seditious. That's called insubordination, and you can be effectively sanctioned for that. And they're from a slap on the wrist to enough time in a jailhouse that you begin to wonder what your name is. So all of that being said, it's also actually in the Constitution that you're not supposed to obey an illegal order. And you have to ask yourself that every time you are given an order. So with that all said, John, I have covered the White House for a while, and I've seen a lot of things, but I have never seen a president of the United States threaten to kill members of the opposing party. And to be honest, they did since try to back away from it, but this was you can read the posting on Truth Social if you want. I don't care to, but that's what he said. John?
And they haven't deleted them, have they?
No.
Those are still alive. This is very serious stuff, but you read some of those, the first couple Truth Socials about this, it reads like Jackie Childs, the lawyer from Seinfeld. It's seditious.
Episode 4.
It's seditious. It's ludicrous, and it's treasonous. You can just hear Jackie Childs almost reciting the Truth Social for the president, right? I pointed the White House to, and guess what? It didn't take me very long to find the military's manual on courts martial, which is very clear that, you have to follow these orders. And then there's another passage that says, but the above does not apply to illegal orders. And then it goes on to pretty clearly state that illegal orders are bad. Do not follow them, and you will not get in any trouble. And to ensure you don't get in any trouble, we wrote it down in this here manual. I did posit this idea. Since now that I have pointed the White House to the manual and the passages therein, I said this on another podcast, what if they just, revise the manual? Because they don't care about your manual, they don't care about your rules, and they don't care about your guidelines. They are on an ideological mission to remake everything they can get their hands on in their own image. And if the manual's in the way, where's the delete button? Highlight, delete, and maybe we'll write a new passage. Maybe Hegseth is at the Pentagon right now at his laptop in the Secretary of Defense's suite, and he's rewriting it himself. Who knows?
No,
I wouldn't put anything past these guys. I wouldn't put anything past these guys. And remember, though, the president had the Supreme Court has kind of muddied this, haven't they? Because the president has immunity. So is there anything that he could give a direct order that would be illegal? So what is an illegal order?
Correct. Well, that's where I looked for it to go, is Donald Trump will just unilaterally decide, and the Supreme Court has already decided that there's, immunity for any official act. He'll deem it an official act. And then we'll end up with this quote, seditious behavior, this will be in the manual, quote, seditious behavior, in all caps, comma, punishable by death, in all caps, with an exclamation mark.